And like that, we back. We better. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me on my social medias if y'all want a shout out and if y'all want to get put in my group chat of all my EuroLeague fans and supporters. Greatest passers the NBA never truly saw. This video was sent to me a few times. I haven't reacted to it just yet, but I've been getting people in my DMs talking about, you still haven't reacted to the video that I've asked you to react to. You still ain't looked at the video. I'm getting to all the videos. Chill. Just chill. Like, comment, subscribe with that same urgency, all right? Follow me on my social medias with that same urgency. The video's here now. What we got to say now?
We always hear about European players needing time to adjust to
Shout out to Basket News as always.
the NBA. But what if the real story isn't about adjustment at all? What if some of the greatest passing minds in basketball history never truly got the chance? Not because they couldn't translate their game, but because the timing, the system, or even their own philosophy got in the way.
That happens a lot. It happens a lot. Whether it be passing, whether it be scoring, one of the best scorers, whether it be one of the best big men ever, one of the best shot makers ever. It happens like that.
In this video, I'm looking at the 5 greatest European
Shout out to
passers
my guy right
the
here.
NBA never truly saw.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
start with a name that hits close to home for me as a Lithuanian.
Yeah.
Sharunas Jasikevicius. If you watched European basketball in
See,
the early
why you say his name way different than how I just said it? I know you from Lithuania, but damn.
the NBA never truly saw.
Hold
Let's
on.
start with a name that hits close to home for me as a Lithuanian. Sharunas Jasikevicius. If you
Sharunas
watched European basketball in the
Jasikevicius.
early 2000s, you know Sharas was the absolute standard for a floor general. What truly made him a genius wasn't just scoring, it was how he processed the floor. His signature passing was built on late pick and roll manipulation. He would hold the hedge one extra beat to freeze the defense, casually deliver pocket bounces to the roller, or fire one-hand whip passes to weak side shooters.
Hall of
We
Fame.
saw him punish elite athletes with his vision during his historic 27 and 28-point performances against high IQ plays that dictated entire games and eventually earned him a 3-year, $12 million deal with the Indiana Pacers in 2005. So why didn't his passing brilliance translate to the NBA? The truth is that it was a massive clash of styles combined with his own physical limitations. Back then, Rick Carlisle was a coach who demanded rigid, methodical sets.
Still is the coach. He got hair on his head right now? He ain't got no hair on his head right now. He got hair on his head in this video? No hair on his head right now. So you can only imagine how long Rick Carlisle has been coaching the Pacers.
And prioritize defense above all else.
From hair
Sharas
to no hair.
In read and react chaos, and frankly was a bit of a liability on the defensive end. Because he couldn't stay in front of explosive NBA guards, Carlisle refused to hand him the keys to the offense. 5 games as a rookie and shot over 36% from deep. Yes, he promised me one style of play when
I had false recruitment. He promised me one style of play when I got to Indy. It wasn't there. Understandable. Completely understandable. And if I'm skimming through some of the NBA highlights or some of the FIBA highlights, I'm not trying to have this video get copyrighted, so that's why.
Got to Indy, it wasn't there. And so his defensive flaws gave them an excuse to strip his primary playmaking authority, completely wasting his visionary prime. Watching that exact scenario play out probably served as a warning to the next 2 guys on this list.
For sure. And not to keep pausing this video, we 2 minutes in, I done paused it 5 times. I'm sorry. My bad. But what I will say is, though, is that you will never see a defensive liability on the court, right, trying to play his hardest on offense. I'm not saying that's what Jasikevicius was doing. But all I'm saying is if you're a defensive liability, it's going to be hard for you to stay on the floor and create crazy offense because the other team is still scoring off of you being a liability. So that's all I'm saying.
The NBA and simply decided they wouldn't play a secondary game. Take Theo Papaloukas. If you want definitive proof of his passing brilliance, just go back to the 2006 World Cup semifinal where Greece dropped 100.
See, we can't watch
absolute mastermind of throwing circus passes. His genius was in controlling the offensive sequencing. He used his massive frame to drive to the paint, force help, and then dissect the defense with soft lead passes to short roll bigs. His absolute signature was the delayed overhead skip pass to the weak side corner.
It's a good pass right there.
Freeze the rotation and deliver a pass that instantly turned a defensive scramble into an open three-pointer. Before I talk about why Papaloukas never went to the NBA, guys, please make sure you are subscribed to this new channel.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Basketball Matters. make sure y'all subscribe to Basket News. Whatever he's running, this man right here, subscribe to it, follow it,
We're
everything.
going to be covering European basketball topics in these style kind of videos.
Yeah.
Now, with that kind of elite floor mapping that Papaloukas had, there was serious noise around 2007 about him actually going to the NBA.
Okay.
But Papaloukas was a heavy usage, high status organizer. When
Yeah.
you are the guy dictating the pace of every
Ooh.
single possession for a EuroLeague powerhouse, going to the NBA just
Too
to
easy.
be a rotation player is a tough sell.
Yeah.
He later even clarified the situation, saying, I heard that Dallas, Lakers, Chicago were interested in me, but they never came to me.
Yeah.
So basically, there were no concrete offers
Ooh, chicken
matching
wrap.
his value as a primary creator. Knowing that a lesser role meant giving up his creative control, he just stayed in Europe. His teammate from that exact 2006 Greek squad took that mindset even further.
Yeah.
Dimitris Diamantidis, or
Yeah.
3D, might be remembered
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame dimer. He has Hall of Fame dimer. I'm letting you know right now. His badge is on red. It's no purple, it's no gold, it's on red.
by a lot of people as a defensive icon,
Uh-huh.
but his passing
Ooh.
was historically elite. I mean, you don't lead the EuroLeague in assists
Man.
multiple seasons, peaking at 6.2 per game in
Great pass.
2013-14 by accident.
Hey,
We're talking about
he was
a guy
dropping
who controlled the
10s
entire
everywhere.
offensive
He
flow
was
with
dropping
absolute
10s everywhere.
surgical precision.
You
His
want a
passing
10?
style was essentially
You want a
built
10?
on
I give you
information.
10.
He would dribble into a screen, force the
Ooh.
defense to show their coverage, and instantly punish the weak side tag with fast, simple deliveries. It was never really about the flashy highlight reel for Diamantidis.
It's just
it
the
was about
efficiency.
the extra pass that creates the open.
Hey, yeah. You thought I was gonna slide right by that? No, that's on your fucking noggin. Yeah, that's on your head and your shoulders. Nigga, get from under that rim.
Highlight reel for
Yeah, you. 14.
Diamantidis.
14.
It was about the
Get from under that rim, nigga. Yeah, caught you in 4K. Diamantidis, he wasn't a flashy passer. He was a very efficient passer, though. He would look away. Yeah, he would be wide open. He might look at the pass a little bit. He might float it up. It's nothing too crazy about his passing, but it's very efficient every single time.
extra pass that creates the open shot, seeing lanes before the defense even knew
That's
they
insane.
were vulnerable. He manipulated spacing purely with his eyes, ensuring his big
Facts.
man got the easiest looks possible.
Fact.
But despite having
Give me
the
that.
size, vision, and two-way game that modern NBA teams dream of, he
Yeah.
never went over. Since he went undrafted in 2002, he
Yeah.
held all the leverage as a free agent later in his career.
Okay.
And his reason for staying was purely philosophical. 3D literally stated,
I didn't want to play in the NBA because the way I play in Europe is different. And that's understandable, especially because he's from Europe, or he's from that side of the world. That side of the world. So if you're already accustomed to playing at that style of play, yes, basketball is universal, but the NBA and the EuroLeague, their play style and their rules are a little bit different. So if you felt more comfortable playing in the EuroLeague and still getting that chicken while being at the crib, then to each his own.
I didn't
You know
want
what
to
I'm
play
saying?
in the NBA because the way I played in Europe is different.
Yeah.
In my eyes, Diamantidis just preempted the transition problem.
And I feel like
looked
he's
at the
free-flowing.
isolation-heavy NBA of the early 2000s
free-flowing.
and knew his slower, read-heavy, team-first passing style wouldn't
Yeah.
be valued properly
Facts.
over there.
He would have a
knew
lesser role. He's free flowing in Europe versus him not really being able to free flow in the NBA. Yeah, it's
exactly
a
who
bunch
he
of
was
entities.
and
You
simply
get me?
didn't need the
Bunch of
American
entities.
validation to prove his genius. But okay, what happens when an elite European passer actually goes over but
Diamantidis
hits
a
a
goat.
completely different wall? That brings us to the Greek
Yeah.
American Nick Calathes.
Yeah.
If we're strictly talking about volume passing
Yeah.
and seeing the floor, Calathes
On your noggin. Yeah, you jumped, thought you was going to get that. No, sir. No, sir. You're in the frame in the crib.
Calathes.
You're in a frame
If
in the
we're
crib, my
strictly
boy.
talking about
That's a
volume
dime. Look at you.
pa-
Ooh.
Passing and seeing the floor, Calathes is the undisputed king of Europe.
Yeah.
He's the EuroLeague's all-time assist leader
Facts.
with over
Oh my
2,200 career
Left hand
assists.
behind the back.
In 2020, he tied a club record with 18
Yay.
assists in a single game against
Too
CSKA
easy.
Moscow. And his signature reads are just
Oh my
beautiful
God, look
to
at the
watch.
touch pass.
He excels at turning the corner on a pick and roll, forcing the nail defender to
Too
commit
easy.
and immediately
With the
throwing a
left. Look at the left. Like, if you right-handed right now, I want you to go to the park and I want you to do a pick and roll with somebody who might be able to do a high layup. Just go off the pick and try to just throw it up with your left, right? Now just imagine two 6'6", 6'7" niggas trying to get the ball. Now just imagine floating it higher than them.
Or a whip pass to the weak side wing. We're talking about a passing style that instantly turns standard defensive help into a wide open advantage. Truly, Calathes showcases an offensive processing speed that very few guards globally possess.
Full court
and so after his first 3 years in Europe, Calathes actually went to the Memphis Grizzlies in 2013. Unfortunately, that elite vision was completely undermined by the era the NBA was entering. In the early 2010s, if a point guard couldn't shoot, NBA defenses simply went under screens and packed the paint.
And you see that right there? That's why play styles, wherever you play, depending on what league, this is why it doesn't work everywhere. You get what I'm saying? I say whenever I see Calathes play that he doesn't shoot a whole lot of jump shots. You could tell he's pass first, right? You can tell, or I don't know if he was like this early on in his career, but from these highlights, they're going under all screens. Calathes needed to shoot the ball at a higher level so people couldn't go under these ball screens. So that way they can't switch, or he can get more opportunities to pass in the NBA. Nonetheless, he's getting all the opportunities in the EuroLeague. I'm just saying the NBA is just a different game. They're going to go under all them screens. They're going to meet you at the other side of the screen, and it's going to be hard for your big man to get that roll, that pass from you if they're going under those ball screens, right? Unless you re-screen it.
His rookie year, the spacing issues were sent in his second season. Because of that, by giving him a 20-game suspension for an over-the-counter supplement ingredient, his momentum was completely shattered. Between the stint ended prematurely and he returned to Europe instead. And creator, but the timing is just a little too late. That is the reality we saw with
Milos. Hey, Milos was probably like, I'll say the top 3 who really got to get their shit off in a way in the NBA was Milos, was Campazzo, and Micic. Micic on the Hornets was going crazy for a time. He was going crazy for a little bit. You knew about Micic. Even when you were watching Micic, you could tell that he had crazy vision. Same thing with Milos. When Milos was on the Clippers, Milos was throwing some crazy ass passes, and that's how I initially found out about Milos, because I'm like, damn, his vision is OD. And then when I started reacting to the EuroLeague and I seen his highlights, I'm like, yeah, this is a natural. Yeah, he been doing this shit, right? Campazzo was the one that was on the Denver Nuggets, diamond shit off and making the right plays and the right reads, to the point where when you seen Campazzo play in a different league, like when I see him play for Real Madrid, I'm like, that's damn near the same Campazzo that I seen on the Denver Nuggets, right? It's just magnitude when you're in the NBA. Campazzo, Milos, Micic.
For a decade, Teodosic was the guy throwing passes that shouldn't be physically possible.
Man, like,
we're talking about these long hit-aheads and slipping bounce
like,
passes.
look at the shovel pass from half court
after just 1 or 2 dribbles. He processed the floor like a supercomputer, constantly reading 2 defenders at once.
That's disgusting.
And we saw it on global stage in 2016 Olympics when he showed up for Team USA with 18 points and 6 assists, calling it one of the best passes
he made the greatest pass I've ever seen in my life last summer. We all was like, how the hell did he see that? Hey, he has eyes in the back of his head.
He's ever seen. Finally, no-look pass with the 6 assists.
I want to see that right there.
For this
like, bro, do you understand that? Like, look how they looking. Look how they looking at the pass. Like, look at all the Americans.
With 18 points and 6 assists. Most
he
notably
drove and just threw it in between 2 niggas. In between 2 niggas all the way back to the 3-point line after being right under the basket. He's still looking at whatever 10 he see in the stands. Yeah, he threw a 10, see a 10. But anyway, he threw that shit, right? It's a perfect pass. Look how Melo, Draymond, and KD are looking at the ball. How the hell he get that through?
No look pass.
How the hell he get that through?
One of the best him over, literally marketing him as one of the most exciting playmakers in the world.
This is what I remember.
They desperately immediately translated. During his first season, he played 45 games, averaging 4 points offensive system. It was his body, 25% assist rate. The issue wasn't the Clippers' offensive system. It was his body combined with his defense.
Okay.
Just like
Exactly. Liability on defense. Now, for Milos, This is inevitable, right? Especially when you're in the league, because you're seeing all the best talent in the world. Look who he's guarding right now.
Was a major defensive liability.
I thought that was somebody else, but he's in the era of these quick, shifty guards that you have to stay with, and that's not always easy, especially when you're gifted offensively. You have to lock in on defense or you will not play.
Survive in the NBA as a poor defender, if your offensive game, he suffered a foot injury. As you know, a foot injury for a guard is just brutal, making his second season play just 15 games before being waived. An absolute sensation. Got a healthy 23-year-old Teodosic, he could have been an absolute sensation. At the end of the day, the story of these 5 guards isn't about whether European playmaking works in the NBA.
Hey, if y'all ever seen Friday, Diamantidis doing that same shit.
It does. It's about how rigid systems, bad timing, or players' own pride often dictate how history remembers them. But I want to know what you guys think. Which of these passing legends do you wish we got to see in a proper NBA prime? Let me know those names in the comments below.
Proper NBA prime, Jasikevicius for sure, for surely. We would have loved to see Milos in his prime. And Diamantidis for sure. I'm going to add on 2 more to this list, though. Mičić and Campazzo. That's 2 more who I wish I would have seen a little bit more of in the league, especially like being in an established role. Yeah, if they would have been playing better defense, they was damn near still be in there. But it is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. I would have loved to see Campazzo and Mičić really like been solidified in the league and just started showing off on some shit. Like how Luka doing right now. Just like showing off. Or Jokic. Like, you get what I'm saying? But this video was dope. This video was very dope. Let me know what y'all think also.
Which of these names surprised you the most or are your favorites? And please, guys, like and hype this video.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. As always, basketball matters. Make sure y'all subscribe to this new channel right here. Make sure y'all subscribe to Basket News. Y'all let me know who y'all favorite passers was out of this video or out of whoever we talked about, and who y'all wish y'all would have seen play in the league a little bit longer. I will see y'all very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Praise to the Most High. I hope y'all having a great day. If not, I hope your day gets better after this.